In this section, we are going to see English grammar. Comparison of adjectives. Adjective is a word that describes a noun, or we can say describing word that tell us about a noun. Adjectives change in form to show comparison. These forms are called degrees of comparison. There are 3 degrees of comparison. Let's see. There are 3 degrees of comparison in English. They are positive degree, comparative degree, and superlative degree. Let us see one by one. The first one is the positive degree. The positive degree of an adjective is the adjective in its simple form. It is used to denote the mere extent of some quality of what we speak about. It is used when no comparison is made. As for example, Lakshmana is an old man. The second one is Mary is a clever girl. The second one is comparative degree. The comparative degree of an adjective denotes a higher degree of the quality than the positive, and it is used when 2 things or set of things are compared. For example, Bharat is older than Lakshmanan. Mary is cleverer than Sheila. The third degree is the superlative degree. The superlative degree of an adjective denotes the highest degree of quality and is used when more than 2 things or set of things are compared. For example, Ram is the oldest man of the 3. Mary is the cleverest of all the girls. Let's see the formation of comparative and superlative degree. Only adjectives of quality and quantity can have the 3 different forms. So let's see the first rule. Most adjectives of 1 syllable and some of more than 1 form the comparative by adding er and superlative by adding est to the positive. Let's see the example for the first rule. Positive, great. When it comes to a comparative, er is added from the positive. Greater. For superlative, we have to add est, greatest. Old, older, oldest. Deep, deeper, deepest. Let's see the second rule. When the positive ends in e, only r and st are added to form the comparative and superlative. Let's see the example. The word is brave. The word brave ends with the letter E. So, we will be adding only R for the comparative and ST to the superlative. Brave, braver, bravest. Wise, wiser, wisest. True, truer, truest. Let's see the third rule. When the positive is a word of 1 syllable and ends in a single consonant preceded by a short vowel, this consonant is doubled before adding er or est to form the comparative and superlative. Let's see the example. Fat. The word fat ends with a consonant and preceded by the vowel a. So we have to double the consonant t. F-A-T-T-E-R for comparative and for superlative F-A-T-T-E-S-T. Thin, thinner, thinnest. T-H-I-N-N-E-R, thinner. T-H-I-N-N-E-S-T. Hot, hotter. H-O-T-T-E-R, hotter. And hottest. H-O-T-T-E-S-T, hottest. Let's see the fourth rule. If the positive end in y and the y is preceded by a constant, the y is changed into I and er and est are added to form the comparative and superlative. Let's see the example dry. dry. It ends with the y and preceded by a constant. You have to drop the letter y for comparative and superlative. Instead of y, we'll be adding I. Let's see for comparative dryer. For superlative driest, driest. Wealthy, wealthier, wealthiest. Merry, merrier, merriest. Let's see the fifth rule. But if the y is preceded by a vowel, the y is not changed into y before adding er or est. Let's see the example. Gray, grayer, grayest. Gay, gayer, gayest. Let's see the sixth row. Adjective of more than 2 syllables and more of those with to form the comparative by using the adverb more with the positive and the superlative by using the adverb most with the positive. Let's see the example. The positive word is careful. For comparative, we will be adding more careful, and for superlative, we will be adding most careful. The second example is surprised. More surprised and most surprised. Boring, more boring and most boring. Let's see the irregular comparison. Some adjectives are compared irregularly. That is, their comparative and superlative are not formed from the positive. Let's see the example. Bad, it is in the positive form. For comparative, worse, and for superlative, worst. Far for positive, farther for comparative, and farthest for superlative. Out for positive, outer or utter for comparative, and utmost or uttermost for superlative. So it is not formed from the positive. Good, better, best. Note, the form enclosed in the parentheses are not used as adjective, they are adverb. Thank you.